Well, hey guys, what's going on? It's Stef here. Hope you've been well. I know I have, and it's time for another metal detecting, relic hunting adventure. And boy, do I have one in store for you today. Oh my god. I dug my rarest coin to date. I am so excited to share it with you, and I made another bucket list find as well. I've even got Nichola in tow for this adventure, so it's going to be a great day, and I don't want to waste any more time or give you any spoilers on what we find, so let's just hop in. Back out at that loaded late 18th century home site again. I'm standing up because I had a signal that was a solid 29, almost double tapping. Thought it was going to be a shotgun shell, but looks like we have a dandy button. Yeah. Whew, maybe that's why it rang up low. It's been cracked. Clearly stepped on or something at some point. I guess that would make sense. Is it made of tomback? It might be. Huh. All right, well, I'll come back if there's something on it. If not, we'll keep moving. Okay, I've got a pretty low conductor right here. Sounds small and deep. We shall see. Fairly predictable for out here is about 6 inches down. I have a wee button. Little thing. I doubt there's going to be anything on there, but never know. Yeah, and we do have a shank. I don't see a back mark, so that's going to be 18th century all day long. Very good. And if you hear footsteps, there's a Nick in the wild. I saved this spot for her, much to my dismay, because I had a lot of work to do with the last couple of days. She was at work. It's her first day off, so I said, I'll bring you over to this site, and hopefully she finds something amazing today. And hopefully I do too. Let's keep going. All right, I've got a pretty nice mid-tone right here. Let's see what it is. Okay, 8 or 9 inches down there. I just got it out. Where did I put it? There we go. I don't know if it's a coin or a button yet. I can see it, it's a button. Here's the shank. And can it be pretty? Can it be? Huh. I wonder if that's plating or if this is just a really high beeping tomback button. Yeah, it's just plating. So this is, you can kind of see a back mark there. This is going to be early 1800s. And that's either a gilding of gold or silver wash. Kind of looks gold to me, but nice. Very, very good target. If I clean it up and I see there's something on it, I'll come back. But if not, we'll keep moving. This signal is pretty similar to that gilded button I just dug up, and I'm not too far away from it. Maybe we've got a match. Only one way to find out. It looks like we may indeed have another button. Not really sure yet. It's right there. Yep. Another one, and it is not very pretty. It's also, I don't think it's a match to the last one, but it is thick with buttons and other relics in here, so per usual, if I see something on there, I'll come back. If not, we'll move on, and I'm going to do a check-in with Nick, too. I believe she's dug a couple of things now. Okay, well, doing a check-in with Nick here. You said you've got a few buttons, right?
Yep.
Okay, we'll take a look at them. Take a look. Let me get behind you over here so I've got some sun. Let me see. Yeah, alright. Well, since I don't have 3 hands, I'm not going to flip them around. No designs on any of them?
No, there's a back mark on one of them.
Oh, okay. What, this big guy here? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, probably. All right, well, I did smash and high-tone the crap out of this place the other day, so we'll see what we find. I know there's a lot more to be found, though. I'm positive. And we've got all day. Woohoo! Okay, I've got pretty much a dead 20 signal right here. Let's get it out of the ground. Well, that didn't take long to find. Little button with quite a lot of gilding on the front. I don't think there's a design specifically. And can't tell if there's a back mark. I don't think so though, but tough to say. Late 1700s, early 1800s, somewhere in there. That should clean up pretty nice with some lemon juice. All right. Okay, another nice low conductor. It sounds larger than a 22 shell though, or excuse me, 22 bullet. So obviously we're gonna go for it. Even if it sounded that small, I'd go for it at this site. Let's check it out. Looks like we're gonna have another button down here. Just saw a thin edge. Oh, there it is. There it is. And nothing on it. That one is definitely tomback. Nice and shiny. No etching, but we do have a full shank, which is always a plus. Wow, this one will clean up very well. Look at how shiny that is after 200 to 250 years in the ground. That is awesome. You gotta love it. Okay, well, we will be doing a check-in with Nick in just a moment, but I tripped over this signal when I was on my way over to her. Yep, that needs to come out of the ground. Well, that kind of sucks. I mean, it's neat because I think I know exactly what it is, but not really as neat as I was expecting. I believe because this is in the shape of a spoon bowl, if you were to fill it in, I think somebody was melting lead over a campfire to go ahead and try to make musket balls, because then you would pour the molten lead into a musket ball mold, and that's often how people would heat it up over the fire. Actually, look, it's almost like there's a this, you know, carving like an L. But I'm just seeing things. Whatever. And the only reason I'm even showing you this is because my last clip was a nice segue to tell you that I'm going to check in with Nick. So, I'm supposed to have it open and ready.
Got a
ball button. Awesome. Shank's been broken off. These are very tough to date. I'd say anywhere from the late 1700s all the way up to mid 1800s. Sometimes these are referred to as Zouave buttons, which I guess was a division of the military. I can't even remember if it was North or South in the Civil War, but we don't have any Civil War action out here. It doesn't mean it didn't come off one of those coats, but more than likely just a fancy civilian button. And anything else of note to show me? Oh, wow, it's still got, oh, okay. Interesting.
I got other pieces of it.
It's a huge, huge piece of the kettle. This is what you would have hung over the fire, and it's still attached to just a part of it. That's kind of funny. That's neat, actually. I'm not sure it's, you know, really a display piece, but it's interesting. Yeah, anything else to report?
No.
Okay, well, we'll move on because there's another site that's a little further up the cart path that I want to check out, and then we can always work our way back. So that's what we're going to do, I think. All right. Well, we're sort of slowly making our way to another cellar that I have pinned, and I just tripped across this excellent signal. Okay, well, I popped it. Nick wasn't too far away. She swung over. She's like, hey, it sounds bigger than a coin. I said, that's because it's wicked shallow. Oh, there's the, oh, what the hell is this? Look how huge it is. Oh my god, that's gonna be a Rosa Americana 2 pence. Holy. Do you have any clue how rare that is? That's gonna be a friggin' Rosa Americana. Be very careful. That's a stupid rare coin. It's like, you know how it looks like a Woods Hibernia on the front? Dude, that was made for the colonies. That was sent over from Great Britain. It's got a Tudor rose on the back. Can you see the back?
Yeah, I mean, I can't see what it is.
Oh my god. No friggin' way. I mean, it could be a 1 pence. I don't know, because you got to remember. Yes, it might be 1 pence. Oh my god. At least I think that's what it is. I don't know. It's going to be in, like, reasonable condition, though. Yeah, it looks like King George the First. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? This, I mean, it could, I don't know. Let me, you have no idea how rare this is. Not a single clue. It's like, what? Oh my god. Even finding a Rosa Americana, like, halfpenny. Watch this be something else entirely. Oh my god. What? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that what we've got? Yep. It's definitely a Rosa. Holy mother of God. Oh, this has some history to it. Holy crap. Okay, I'm getting lightheaded. Let me let this dry out and I'll come back. But that is a stellar find. Like I said, these were sent over to the colonies by Great Britain for our use. Oh my god, Nick, come over here. The rose is coming out. You can just start to see it. There's a Tudor rose right there underneath the crown. Careful with that. That's probably one of my most valuable copper coins, just because of the rarity. Whew. Okay. I'll be right back. This coin is ridiculous. It's not in very good condition. Most Rosa Americana coins are not, but absolutely you can see the Tudor rose with the crown over it. Oh my god. And there we have a big old King George the First. Same type of bust that you'll see on a Woods Hibernia coin. This thing is huge. I have to look up and see if it's a 1 pence or a 2 pence. But it's certainly not a halfpenny, I'll tell you that much. This thing is probably larger than a $50. Oh my god. I am not willing to field clean it pretty much at all. I have to just pack this away extremely carefully. If I ever find another one that's like lightning striking twice, I cannot stress the incredible rarity of this coin, especially in this denomination. I mean, I see halfpennies from time to time. I think I've seen one person ever dig a 2 pence. So again, I'm not sure if this is a 1 pence or 2, but it will certainly be on the screen by now. And what an incredible piece of history. I can't believe I'm holding it right now. I'm going to take a break for a little while, I think. Let Nick get a coin. Oh my goodness. That's treasure. It's absolute treasure of our early colonial settlers. All but 4 inches in the ground. This is why we metal detect right here. This is why we metal detect. It's incredible. Now, let's take a minute here and discuss exactly why I'm flipping out over this coin. Because if I had to wager a guess, 90% of my viewers have no idea what I just found, and it's for a good reason. Because they are exceedingly rare. In the early 1700s, William Wood was tasked with creating coinage which was specifically meant for circulation in the colonies. Back in the colonial era, if you didn't know, almost all of our copper coinage was shipped over from Great Britain, and we needed to accept whatever they'd send us, because at that time, there was a drastic coin shortage on this side of the pond. Rosa Americana coinage was Great Britain's answer to the coin shortage of the colonies, with denominations of halfpennies, pennies, and 2 pence coins. The obverse of this 1723 Rosa Americana 2 pence that I found depicts King George I with a rose on the reverse and the legend Rosa Americana at the top of the coin and Utile Dulce at the bottom, which translates to American Rose and Useful and Sweet.
However charming the coins were, the colonists weren't as oblivious as Great Britain had hoped, and they quickly noticed that each Rosa Americana coin was roughly half the size and weight of the denomination noted on the coin. For example, a 1 pence was the size and weight of a contemporary halfpenny, with the 2 pence coming in at around the size of a 1 pence. The colonists were understandably displeased with the coins, and as a result, most of the coins did not last long in circulation. The 2 pence that I found offered an incredible surprise once I cleaned it up. It might look a bit rough, but what you should understand is that William Wood developed a new alloy for this coinage called bath metal, which is comprised of about 75% copper and 25% zinc. As we all know, zinc does not survive in the ground for long. Thankfully though, this coin held its details well enough to reveal a sharply defined X on both sides, suggesting that it was rejected as legal tender due to how underweight it is, and demonetized by way of scratching those X's on the coin. In 7 years of metal detecting, I only know of 3 other Rosa Americana 2 pence coins that have been dug. If we take a look at Whitman's Encyclopedia of Colonial and Early American Coins, all varieties of the 1723 Rosa Americana 2 pence carry a universal rarity scale, or URS, of 11 or lower, meaning that no matter which variety I found, there are under 1,000 known. And today, while editing this video, I decided to do a little math, and I'm even more blown away by this coin. With all varieties of the 1723 2 pence combined, and by using the higher figure of the URS number to calculate this, so a URS 11 means between 500 and 999 known, I used 999, that's a whopping 1,549 known to exist. Even the Rosa Americana 1 pence, which is the variety most often found by metal detectorists, only come up maybe once or twice a year at best. It's truly incredible to be the keeper of such an amazing piece of early colonial history, and the fact that it has an X marked on both sides to back up the text stating that these were rejected by colonists, there are no words for it. It's always been my goal to either confirm history by way of my finds, or to make a new discovery. This is one of those pieces that confirms what's known about numismatic history, and for me, you can't put a price on that. Alright, back to the show, because I'm about to dig something else ridiculous.
Well, I don't think I've dug a hole in an hour because I just needed to put myself in timeout and sit down and enjoy that absolutely incredible find that I made with that Rosa Americana 2 pence. So ridiculous. Anyway, just got a really good signal here, very shallow. But I would be crazy to ignore it. Sometimes at these untouched sites, things can still be shallow. So let's give it a whirl. Okay, clearly we have moved into early settler occupied area right here. Look at this. I know exactly what this says. This is a 1600s Latin spoon bowl. It's going to have a mark right here. It should anyway. Come on. Might be worn off. Usually there's a mark right there. Oh, that's incredible. Oh my god, that's a really old break. I wonder if the rest of it's down there. That would be an absolutely remarkable find. I was literally just thinking about these yesterday. And there is a myth that people used to break spoons in half so that it would fit easier in whatever pouch they were wearing with them. I'm blown away. I'm blown away by this in the Rosa Americana. Oh boy. Okay, I will brush it off. If I can see a mark down here, I'll be back. But if not, we are working our way to another site. I know that sounds crazy, but we just kind of have to get a sampling of everything that this place has to offer to determine where the most productive spots are going to be. That's an absolutely amazing find. Wow. Okay, it's going to be really difficult to see. I can barely see it, but there is a stamp right there. I know just enough about these to be dangerous, but Think about pilgrims and you will be in the right arena for date range. Wow. Okay, I still have to recheck the hole and see if the other half is anywhere nearby, even though that's a very old break. But that's an excellent find. Excellent is an understatement. Oh my god. Well, sorry, I spaced out and did not film this signal. It was ringing up like 40 to 45, somewhere in there. Every bit of 8 to 9 inches, so just got it out. And we're gonna have a button. Some variety. It's gotta be copper or brass ringing up like that, I would imagine. Yeah, that's what it appears to be. Or is it tomback? I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. But hey, another nice old button, and just for the sake of interest, we are back where we started today. Just a lot more signals out here, and I'm hoping Nick can get on something really memorable like I did today. We shall see. Okay, well, I dug a few more buttons since I last checked in. We're trying to get out of here. As you can see, the shadows are getting longer. And I really should have filmed this one. This was a banging like 45, 46. And it's a stunner. Look at that button. That is really something gorgeous right there. Wow. We have a shank. No shank. That's okay. That's okay. That is a beautiful pattern on the front. Oh my god. Wow. You can see like little flowers around the edge. You know what? Let me spray it off real quick. I'll come back. We'll take a look at that. That is a really gorgeous button. I almost wonder if there was once a stone in the center. Not really sure, but that's beautiful. I don't see a back mark specifically coming through, so it's probably colonial. That's beautiful. That's a good note to end the day on, probably. So unless one of us finds something incredible, we're going to call it a day. That's an awesome button. Okay, well, Nick's been done for a little while now. She's been appeasing me since I wanted to go back in that little cabin site area. And I figured that we'd do a quick check-in before we head out of the woods. Got a harmonica reed, which seems a little bit out of place, but they were using those as early as, I believe, the early 1800s, and it does look like a heftier brass one. Got some more buttons, and then this thing, which is perplexing. I don't know. It's made of pewter. I wonder if they were just melting pewter again like they were, you know, with my piece from earlier. That's a weird one, though. I don't know. Kind of sort of worth saving, though, just for sake of interest. But alrighty. Well, unless we make a spectacular find, we're going to get out of here. Well, guys, I don't even know what to say. A Rosa Americana 2 pence. It's like finding a unicorn. And then that Latin spoon. Oh my god, that's the stuff that gets me so excited. Early colonial American history. And as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't get much better than that. So I really hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have enjoyed it and you haven't already done so, please go ahead and consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you don't miss an upload from me in the future, because of course, I've got a lot of good stuff in the pipeline and I would love to share it with you. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next week.